Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today. Let's take a short moment in order for everyone to join our webinar. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today.
We are happy to see you on our webinar, and first let us introduce ourselves. My name is Maria Pertsuk. I'm a strategic marketing lead at VISEVEN company, and together with me, Maria Sezoninka, business development manager at VISEVEN.
Hi again. I'm excited to be hosting this session today. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type them into the question box in your control panel, and we will reply to them after the webinar. Also, we would like to remind you that this session will be recorded and shared with you to watch it at any convenient time. So let's start. They say that brilliant work starts with a correct problem definition. That's why a well-designed briefing process for assets like e-detailing, landing pages, and emails is the first step to brilliant digital production. Today, we invite you to a deep discussion of progressive techniques and workflows for the agencies. Moreover, let us also talk about the best practices for compiling a great brief, an ultimate brief checklist, and also go through the questions, what makes your agency brief look brilliant, and how to get the best from our agency partnerships with pharma clients and smash it out of the park.
Creative teams bring together what clients want with what is technologically feasible and economically viable. And to do that successfully, they need to learn about the full context of the anticipated product solution. And the purpose of a brief is to provide this context. Pharma agency collaboration without a specific brief often results in an expensive, attractive box that solves somebody else's problem, if any. The agency ability to create a project that matches with clients' visions depends on the clarity of instructions. A comprehensive brief is standard practice to turn brilliant ideas into brilliant campaigns. This is indeed an important step in digital content creation because experience shows that not so great brief can seal an average or worse outcome before the agency team even started rolling up their sleeves. A brief is created to compile all the information a content creator needs to execute a piece of content. Taking the time to create a throughout but concise brief is probably the single greatest investment you can make. The contrast in emotions that a perfectly constructed piece of content lands in your inbox could not be starker. So, what makes brief really good? Firstly, if your brief clearly and concisely sets an expectation of your client. It focuses the content creator's mind on the areas of most importance. It encourages the content creator to do a thorough job rather than an I'll do job. It results in more accurate and more effective content. It saves you hours of necessary labor and stress in the editing process. So, as the result of all these points made during the process of briefing, you can translate the vision of the project properly and makes the whole content production process smoother and much more transparent. A great brief should start with what, your brand and its objectives, and how, the way to achieve the goal. And a truly comprehensive brief for assets includes the following. If you can Set aside the time to gain early internal contributions and approvals. You will have better project buy-in and the whole process will run a lot more smoothly. Prior to writing the brief, make sure you have consulted internally with your team and considered the following points. Is the requirement oriented around solving a problem or services an opportunity? What are the key drivers for the requirements? Do you have a preference for agile or waterfall project delivery? Is the requirement of high strategic value to the business? Uh, and how much time you can be afforded to identify and implement the best result? At this stage, you should also establish a series of milestones for estimation and ask your client for feedback on the proposed budget and timeline. Templates also improve the standard and consistency of briefs, helping all stakeholders brief better. This not only makes it easier and quicker to fill out a brief, it also helps improve the overall standard of briefing. So, no more endless email trails back and forth with your team and with client to clarify the brief and provide all the necessary information to complete it. And important point here is tracking changes and revisions to the brief and linking this with internal team data, capture it so you can identify bottlenecks that are slowing you down and show you how to improve team performance. To put brief together, it's a collaborative job of your creative team, client, and production team. So usually you need input from a range of people, you need to communicate effectively, and you need to build consolidated flow for project briefing. And there is the need to introduce a briefing tool to your team and to your clients so you can be on the same stage on all the stages of content productions.
And eWizard platform introduces a new tool to simplify and visualize your content needs. This is the Easy Brief tool. It was designed to improve your business flow by systemizing everyday work with the customers. A user can create from scratch, copy an existing brief, edit or publish it. And Easy Brief tool allows using the existing content, be them master versions, templates, modules, blocks, and assets, to build a briefing document by dragging and dropping elements into a canvas, annotate the brief, and share it for execution. A brief itself is a content type that streamlines easy prototyping. All brief types have identical options and undergo similar steps in the creating, editing, sharing, and publishing processes. In a wizard, you can brief all types of assets, from e-retailers to emails and websites. Easy Brief tackles the challenges related to the creation of a brief at multiple levels.
For example, when a single asset can travel across channels and projects, it gives a unique opportunity for agencies to run collaborative briefing with clients and the development team in several clicks. Pre-approved modules can be used to visualize the task, comment, and co-create with other team. The gallery of existing approved branded website modules available for your website construction with one click. So let's take a look at the other features of Easy Brief. One of them is intuitive design and coherent navigation for perfect user experience. Moreover, Easy Brief opens up new opportunities for cost efficiency, and coherent messaging as the pre-approved content modules can be reused across different briefs and digital assets. The user can modify existing briefs and reuse them over and over again in different marketing cycles. Consistent processes within the teams of content creator ensure quick reacting, thereby minimizing the risk of internal distribution to supply. With Easy Brief, the agency team can share a brief with clients' internal external teams to discuss, approve, and set the task to the development. And last but not the least, the Easy Brief provides a shorter content development cycle since there is no need to create the brief from scratch each time. You can reuse existing templates.
EasyBrief tool gives a unique opportunity to brief projects just in several clicks. Let us now explain how it works by taking the example of Mike, a fictional creative team lead. To start a brief creation, Mike goes to eWizard. He defines content requirements using branded or generic components and provides additional details using the comments if needed. Then he shares the link to the content with clients and development team. And finally, Mike publishes brief to the target system or exports it to a PDF. The process is very simple. For example, to create an editailer brief, it's just enough to click Brief, select the type of brief, fill out the necessary metadata fields like name and brand, and just click Create. Also, we can upload a new version. We need to unfold more options, select Upload a new version, drag a required file from the device or drop it to the layout, or another way is just double-click the blue area and upload the required file, and click Details to check the version changes. Upon successful creation or upload, your item appears in the library. This is the place that will hold all the media files. In the library, you can find the brief card containing the following elements: brief preview, content type, name, status, version, view, edit details, and more options. Once the brief is created, you can also manage the brief using more options menu. In this menu, you can share your assets with a target person or team, download the file to the device, upload new version of the file, publish file to the target system or to the company's public access, rename it, make a copy, or delete. By the way, options for email and website briefs are identical. The Elements panel on the left sidebar allows for navigating through the brief structure, adding components to it, and viewing the latter in the tree. And we can also go to the customization panel to configure the elements added to the layout. This panel contains the styles, properties, and comments tabs, as well as either actions or settings according to the brief type. To share the brief with the collaborators, use the More Options menu. Select the Share link to generate the link to the given brief and configure sharing settings or assign users to share the brief with specific users according to the defined role. eWizard also allows you to submit your prepared brief to a target system with minimum manual operations via the Publish service. The brief publishing is initiated via the Publish command from the More Options menu. Then you need to select the target system.
After you saw the flow, how you can work with the content in EasyBrief, I hope you see that EasyBrief tool is an excellent organizer of the briefing process due to the many benefits it provides, like effortless project planning because of pre-approved templates for easy briefing process, time-saving brief development, There is no need to create the brief from the scratch. You can reuse existing templates, existing blocks. Smooth collaboration to create, update, approve, and share the brief with internal and external users, like your clients, your development team. The first step to solving a problem is to understand it always. And the robust solution for brief creation will help all the parties involved in digital content production to clearly define the project goals and set expectations. And in the long run, it will become the foundation to build a long-lasting relationship and get the best from your partnership with pharma clients.
So that is basically all for this webinar. We want to thank you for your attention. If you are interested in getting more information on eWizard Easy Brief possibilities, please contact our team of experts and we will be happy to tell you more details and show you everything in action. In case you have any questions or comments, please just simply send us a message via email and we will gladly reach out back to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.